KZ sent me another one of their budget IEMs that, claims to dethrone their predecessors, this time around with the EDXS, which is a successor to the EDX lineup of KZ IEMs. So let's get started. So what is in the box of the KZ EDXS? It's simply the headphones themselves, some ear tips, this time around no foamy ear tips, just normal white ear tips that you can see here that I put on already, and their normal QDC cable, 2-pin cable. And this is the normal quality that you get out of the KZ headphones, as you can see here. Usually it's tangle free, and but they could be better, of course. It has like this 90-degree kind of, and you get not only this cable here with this one, but also one with a microphone if you want to, directly from KZ, which is quite interesting. Interesting is also the price here, because it's under 14 euros as I'm speaking right now, under 14 euros, which is super cheap. Remembering all those bad times in my childhood when one of my earbuds broke and I had to just get one from some kind of gas station, some kind of shop near the road that was like roughly 10 to 15 euro-ish kind of. And it was super bad in quality, no bass at all, just highs, and super expensive for that price in that matter. And now you can get such things here, which have like a solid plastic shell here, and from the outside even a metal plate with some vent holes that you might also see here as well. And with replaceable cable. Under 14 euros, so 13 euros something. You can get something that fits nicely in your ear, a hook that fits nicely in your ear. I wouldn't sleep with them, to be honest, because they're a bit large looking outside here and it would hurt a little bit. But honestly speaking, they're fine for this price. You have to keep the price in mind. And for this price, I would even buy them just to have like a good second pair that I can use for sports or any event, just like a vacation where I might lose or break one of those IEMs. So especially as they have replaceable cables, they're not easy to break, because usually the cable is the one that breaks mostly. So what do we have here? 10mm driver, KZ logo, no other markings whatsoever on this earbud, but it's not bad. It's a good quality for this kind of price. And what we want to talk about is, of course, sound quality. So we see already build quality is adequate. Actually, I would say even good for this kind of price. I could also imagine like complete plastic and not replaceable cable, but we get a replaceable cable with a little bit of metal here on the outside for sure. Transparent, we can see the 10mm driver inside, which is also, I think, pretty interesting. And what do we have here? Easy to drive, of course, those 10mm drivers here, very easy to drive. So if you have a smartphone, just like I have my Sony Xperia devices, usually one that I'm recording here now with, no issues at all with driving them. 3.5mm, of course, frequency. We have 20 to 4000 hertz, which is, I think, also pretty okay. And now let's talk about the sound quality. And I have to say, for this price, I was not expecting much, but they blew me away in a way, because we have already the ZVX, we have the Linglong, which are very cool and modern and very cheap. And very like affordable IEMs that have good sound quality and a sound stage and sound frequency and sound melody to it that is more towards the trend of 2023, I would say, like more harmonish kind of sound. Yes, still V-shaped, but more balanced kind of sound. This here has more of a classical sound. What is a classical KZ sound? No, I'm not talking about this bass boosted KZ ZAR or AES16 kind of sound, but I'm talking about the opposite. So these remind me of my true wireless headsets. They have various different modes that you can set or tune them, and one of them is called Treble Boost. And these remind me of those treble boosts because they have a typical V shape with boosted bass for sure, but the treble is the emphasis here. Especially the mid-highs are very emphasized on those KZ IEMs here, and this is pretty okay, I would say, for some people who like a little bit more of treble. It can get, of course, a bit harsh here and there. They're filtering the very harsh tones out, so it doesn't get sibilant so much. But of course, for some people that are a bit sensitive to higher frequencies, especially younger people, I'm also counting myself more towards the older generation now, I don't have issues here with too much harshness. The bass is still present because it's not gone. Just because you say treble boosted version here, it doesn't mean that the bass is gone. There's still bass there. The mid-range is okay, I would say. I think I heard already better with the ZVX, with the Ling Long, but this is pretty okay also with the DeFi. This is pretty okay for the mid-range. The bass, it's falling down a little bit at the lowest end there, but you still get a little bit of rumble here and there, and good bass, I would say. Even a bit stronger bass than the DeFi, I would say, in certain situations. But it also, I think it is warmer there in this case because the mids are a bit warmer and a bit more muddier than on the DeFi, which have excellent mids, I would say. And yeah, the highs here are, especially the mid-highs and the vocals, are very present, very forward, because these are made for this kind of forwardness. And I think they're pretty much in line with the whole EDX line here, that always had such a tuning which is more towards the high end, like this treble boost kind of thing. And yeah, for those people who like this, this might be the ideal headset. I have to say, as an IEM for this cheap kind of price, I really would take them because they have good sound quality. But we have now so good also KZ IEMs that are just a little bit more expensive, like the ZVX that I have here, with a different cable with a microphone because I'm really using them. And some other IEM fell off. These are the Ling Longs. Also very good non-replaceable cable, but very good quality and not very much expensive. More expensive than those here. And also I think sound quality wise I prefer the Ling Long and ZVX a little bit, but I can understand those people who like the treble boosted version here a little bit more, because you get a bit more, especially when it comes to some kind of podcasts where you want a little bit of a better understanding of certain voices. Also very like vocal heavy tracks that might really profit from this. And I think also violin and classical music with violin and with high note violin playing music might benefit from this as well in a way. You notice already it's not my favorite there in terms of sound stage, but it's something very refreshing because I never heard an IEM this way before. True wireless headsets, yes, I heard of them before, or I could tune them the way I like them to be, but this one here is something unique, and this is what makes them so interesting. I will lay the sound graph here as well as so you can see what can expect you here with them. Like I said, for me they're not sounding too harsh. I have a little bit of harshness here and there depending on the song that I'm listening to, but otherwise a good pair of headset from KZ, and with under 14 euros, really a bargain for treble lovers. Definitely the KZ EDXS. So that's everything for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Until the next time. Bye.